Welcome back to NH Unscripted, a brand new episode, you lucky listeners. I am your host, Ray Dudley. Got my Nehru jacket on, all set. I'm even wearing a medallion today. Yeah, kick back to the 70s. You know the drill. You sit on the waterbed, make sure the heater's on, get that lava lamp going, fire up the incense, baby. We got another great show today. We are coming to you from the Taj Mahal-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. My God, it's cavernous in here. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your transistor radios in Concord. 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. I'll tell you a little bit later about what's happening out there because it is a busy place. First, I need to thank my sponsor. We are so proud and humbled to have the law offices of Shaheen Gordon as the sponsor of NH Unscripted, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Those people are busy. My gosh, they're busy over there. They're hiring so many new people. Every time I go on Instagram, they've got somebody new that they're hiring over there. Their tagline is, everybody should know a good lawyer. And if you've been on this terra firma long enough, there is a huge amount of truth in that. I mean, even if you never need one, technically, you should at least know one. Have one ready. I mean, you never know when you might want to write a book, start a business. You might need maybe you got a trust, maybe hit the lottery. Who the heck knows? But you know what? It's always good to know a good lawyer. Their phone number over there, get your pencil out. You're going to want to put it on your fridge. 603-614-5560. 603-614-5560. Their website is ShaheenGordon.com. I think I told you this before, but there recently was some voting that had been done for Manchester Media Group's 2025 Best of the 603, and they placed in 4 different categories. Gold in employment law. Man, I'll tell you what, employment, good luck. Silver in immigration law, and bronze in both Social Security, disability, and workman's comp. Yeah, see, there's 4 categories. You might need a lawyer. Always good to know one. ShaheenGordon.com, 603-614-5560. I have a good friend in the studio today, and Rubin Lichtenstein. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Rubin, sir, I want to tell you, you have a ton of stuff to talk about today, but I want to let you know, I got that squeeze bottle of your spicy barbecue sauce. Dude, if there's a piece of meat in my house, it goes on it. I mean that sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Not just kidding you here. I put it on everything. If we've smoked it, baked it, cooked it, it's the first thing I reach for. It's so good. Of course, I like spicy stuff anyway, and it's not that hot, but it just hits on all front. You know what I mean? It's got a little bit of sweetness to it. Anyway, thank you. I just want to get that out up front because I really do love it. I drive my wife crazy, but I really do love it.
Donata.
Tell me something. Didn't you just come back from the Big E?
Yes, I did.
Uh-huh. And what was that experience like?
It was a marathon.
Really? I've been to the Big E. And in what way?
Well, from a vendor's point of view, for 18 days straight, 12 hours a day. So I didn't have much help. My wife came on the weekends, which was awesome when it's really busy. But during the week, it's just me.
Man.
So that's 12 hours, and it's a constant flow of people.
Yeah.
It usually during the week comes in waves. So once the wave is behind me and there's a little bit of foam to look at, that's when I get to run to the restroom.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think I ate much until now. The funny thing was I had a hotel because it's 2.5 hour drive back and forth from Belmont. So obviously I'm not going to be doing that every day. And at the hotel, I was 50 feet, maybe 55 steps from the Hooters restaurant that was next to my hotel. I was a regular customer there every night. That's where I wound down, and that's the only time I had to eat dinner.
Man, what time was that? That
was about 9:30.
Man, oh man,
we closed at 9, and I left as quickly as I could so I could skittle before the traffic backed up.
Yeah.
And it was about maybe 8-minute drive to the hotel. And I would park my car, throw my keys in the room, run to the Hooters, and they knew me by name. They'd be like, they would just have what I order every day on the table waiting for me when I walked in.
That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. For folks who don't know, if you've never been to the Big E, I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, it's massive. When they call it Big E, that's like an understatement. How many people do you think go through there?
This year, they said a little over 1 million.
1 million.
Yeah.
Put your head around that. 1 million people.
80% of everyone goes through the 6 state buildings. Each of the eastern states that are in the Big E have the Capitol building modeled after the actual Capitol building.
Yeah.
And each of the state buildings have the ground floor has food and crafts. Then there's an up floor, and the 2 upper floors are really for the employees. So we have a kitchen and restrooms and lounge area, which I never got to use ever.
He's crying.
It's so funny because the people that run the building, they'd come to my booth. They go, "We got food upstairs," and I'd just look at them like, "Really? Are you going to watch and sell my sauce to me while I go eat?"
Can you send it down by carrier pigeon?
A couple of times they got the idea and they brought it to me, which was nice.
Would you do it again?
I am doing it next year. So
you are.
My wife and I have an agreement. Every time we do something new, we do it twice before I decide if I'm going to continue to do it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So that's a good idea. There's a lot that I've got rid of on my my circular where I go around to all the different events. There's a couple I've gotten rid of. Anyways, overall it was a great event. 1 million people, 80% of everyone goes through each of the state buildings. So I would have to say I agree. At least 600,000-700,000 people came through our building over the course of it was from the 12th to the 29th, so 17 days.
Didn't you tell me at one point, though, that even though 1 million people went through, this was a down year for them?
Yeah, it's 30% down.
30%?
Yeah, they usually do about 1.4 mil.
Good. That's incredible.
In 2021, I think they hit almost 2 mil. But that was after COVID lockdown. Everyone wanted to get out again.
They get the itch.
Yep.
Man, that's fantastic. Sales for you, good, bad, middle?
It's funny. Everyone asks me that. The 2 questions I always get asked at the fair, what's your favorite sauce? How do I answer that? I love them all. So I always say, it depends on what I'm using it for.
Trying to pick your favorite child?
I'm like, if I'm barbecuing, I agree with Ray.
Yeah.
It goes on the meat.
I love it.
If I'm making Italian food, my spicy marinara is the bomb. It's like probably my biggest seller.
Yeah.
And the other big seller is peach maple, and I just added to my recipe, which we're going to talk about in a minute, my cookbook and my cooking show.
Yeah.
I added to the recipes in the book salmon with peach maple and blue cheese crumbles. And I made that the other day. I got to tell you, it's really freaking good.
Yeah?
And the other thing I did with the peach maple, which I started the thing in my building, in the New Hampshire building. So right next to me was there was a wine and beer place, and you have to know I took advantage of that.
Good for you.
When the crowds dissipated in the evening.
Yeah, you don't want to be dehydrated. I'm glad.
Well, I would trade with them. I'd bring them some hot sauce, and they'd bring me beer.
Oh,
but anyways,
does it get better than that? What a barter system.
So. Right next to them was the ice cream place. They had
I was going to go there.
They had
go ahead.
maple ice cream sundaes.
Uh-huh.
So one day I broke down. I finally got one, and I looked at it. I was like, "There's hardly any maple syrup on it. It's supposed to be a maple sundae." So I said to myself, I have peach maple. It's kind of a dessert hot sauce.
You're killing me.
I'm going to give it a shot. So I poured it on my ice cream.
Yeah.
And everyone around me is looking like, how is it? I'm like, I can't believe it. This is like this is going to be the new fad. So after that, people are bringing the ice cream over. I'm dousing it with the peach maple, and everyone's like, I never would have believed it. Hot sauce on ice cream. It's awesome.
Dude, my wife She runs out into the room after you posted it on Facebook. She's like, do you see what Rubin's doing over here? Hang on. All right. Hang on. You are listening to NH Unscripted. Yeah. I know you feel lucky. We're coming to you from the Green Acres Like Digs of the WKXL studios in Concord, 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkmans, 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. Rubin, my friend from Rubin's Hot Sauce, is in the house. Yeah, talking all things barbecue sauce and a lot more. We'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. Days like this are why we love to get out of bed. Oh, man. We're coming to you from the YMCA-like conditions of the WKXL studios in Concord. I can smell the pool chlorine all the way over here. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM is where you can find us in Concord on your transistor radios. Rubin and I are talking hot sauce, barbecue, cookbooks, TV shows, you name it. We got it all going today. Rubin, I kind of quickly threw out that about my wife finding that you're putting your hot sauce on ice cream. And she's almost aghast. She's like, is he crazy? What is this? He posts this on Facebook. Do you think he really did this? I said, that's Rubin. So, yeah, probably. So anyway, congratulations. Oh, and I do need to apologize, and everyone can hear this. Happy birthday. I said I was going to go to your birthday, and I missed it. I'm sorry. So happy birthday.
Thank you. So if you think that maybe I lost my voice, well, the awesome soundman here encouraged me to move a little closer to the microphone. So here I am now. Hopefully you can hear me better.
Oh, we work on the fly here, baby. We work on the fly. So what is coming up in your life? What's new?
What's new? Well, I've been working on a cookbook for about 30 years, but now I'm actually writing it. So what the theme of the cookbook is, I have a really good theme. It kind of makes sense with Rubin's gourmet sauces. Whenever I'm at an event, I always discuss, people ask me, what's this sauce good for? Like the peach maple, what's that good for? And I said, well, it's great on salmon. And a lot of people just tell me, oh, yeah, I put it on salmon. It's awesome. And what's the barbecue good for? Well, duh.
Yeah.
Pulled pork, pulled chicken, ribs on the grill, chicken on the grill. Pretty much it's a grilling sauce, but it's also great marinade. Bourbon infused. What's that good for? It's good for steak tips. Great steak sauce. Whenever people taste it and I say that, they always raise a brow and they're like, I could see that. So what I did was I started printing out some of my recipes for each of the sauces and giving it to people. They buy a bottle of bourbon infused. They get a bourbon infused steak sauce, Rubin steak sauce,
Nice.
steak tips recipe. So that's the bottom line theme of the cookbook is the sauces that complement and work with different foods, that pair well with different foods, and they're also all great for topping, etc., etc. So in my cookbook, I want to read just the first paragraph to give you an idea from the introduction. This has been an undertaking in my mind for what seems as long as I can remember. To write a cookbook that would give the reader an opportunity to cook gourmet meals with real food in 20 to 30 minutes. These are my recipes that I have created with trial and error and served many times to friends, family, and for events that I've catered. My best attempt to make this easy to read and follow in categories that will enable anyone to make a menu and carry out a weekly menu with minimal time. That's the whole goal of the book right there.
The short cooking time?
Yeah. Gourmet meals in 20 to 30 minutes. You have all these advertisements. We'll send you all the food and prep you need, and that's very costly. If you've ever looked at it, it's expensive. It's like $20 a day, $30 a day.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure it's good. I'm not going to put any of them down, but for a heck of a lot less, and I think a lot more enjoyment and fulfillment if you do the shopping and you do the prep yourself and cook those meals, and everyone loves it. I think that's what people want. And everyone I've talked to is the feedback I keep getting is that is an awesome idea for a book. You know, how to cook a gourmet meal in 20 to 30 minutes.
So what do you think the key is to that? Because 20 to 30 minutes, that's pretty quick. For anybody who's worked around meat, I mean, is it the prep? Is it do you do a lot of stuff the night before? What's the key there?
Well, I think the best way to answer that is one of the chapters is crock pot cooking.
Ooh.
So a lot of the cooking that I have in my cookbook is using a crock pot.
Interesting.
And I got to tell you, you put meat in a crock pot, at the end of the day when you come home, it falls apart.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And if you do it right and you have the right ingredients and you keep it moist, it's not going to dry out. Because if you cook any meat for a long time in the oven, it's going to turn into leather.
No kidding.
So that's one of the big keys. The other key is prep, like you said, prep. And in my book, I have a chapter on how to time saver prep. So how do you save your time? How do you prep? Just one example is garlic. I watch people all the time. It's amusing to watch people spend 15 minutes to chop up 5 or 10 cloves of garlic and a small onion. I can show you how to do that in 90 seconds.
Are you
literally?
Yeah. Are you someone who, like, I used to years ago when my kids were young, I would try to prep like a week's worth of meals on like a Sunday afternoon. And then I would have them all, and I just take them out and thaw what I kind of needed. Is this something along that lines where you're prepping for like the week, or are you saying like each day you can accomplish this? Like in the morning you get up and...
Good question. It's a combination. So you can prep for the whole week in certain categories. Mm-hmm. Other things you don't want to prep for the whole week. Like I use a lot of fresh produce, and I like to get that a couple of times during the week when I cook. Now, if someone doesn't have the time to do that, that's fine. They can follow the guidelines for prep for the whole week. But if someone has the time to do a couple of runs to the supermarket during the week for just a couple of quick things, produce basically, or fruit, then, excuse me, then you can... you can do both.
So your cookbook, the theme, besides being quick, is it broken down in a different way? Like the first 4 chapters dedicated to one meat, next 4 another meat. I don't know how long your cookbook is, but so are there other themes going on in this, like lunch or dinner? I mean, how's it broken down?
Well, right now, it's a work in progress.
Okay.
And I'll read to you the table of contents that I have here. So chapter 1 is food prep time savers. Chapter 2 is the art of using crock pot for meal planning. Chapter 3 is cooking for 2. Isn't that a need?
Yeah.
I mean...
My wife thinks so.
Yeah. And then chapter 4 is Rubin's favorite recipes, and I haven't gotten to chapter 5 yet. There'll be a 5 and a 6 where we kind of wrap it all up. It's not going to be a 100-page cookbook. It's not going to have 5,000 menus or recipes. I'll have about 2 to 3 dozen. So it'll give people my favorite recipes and an opportunity to try some new stuff.
Yeah. I love crock pot cooking. I use it mainly for like pot roast kind of stuff. But I noticed you didn't highlight barbecue stuff. Is that on purpose, or is there like an area later on where you get into barbecue?
Under my favorite recipes, there's several barbecue recipes.
Yeah.
So I don't really highlight it per se.
Yeah.
Someone who is a barbecue aficionado can take those recipes and maybe work it in their own way, make it their own. I also don't do a lot of measuring. This is not a 1 teaspoon or a 2 teaspoon or a quarter teaspoon.
Yeah. Oh, you're one of those, huh?
No, I mean
a little touch
my mother.
of this, a little touch of that.
When I was in college, my mother gave me a Sicilian cookbook, and I still have it, and I love it. It's got about 50 pages. It's not really long, and if you look at all the recipes, the ingredients are maybe 6 to 8 ingredients. That's it. Wow. And it's a pinch of this, a pinch of that. Basically, if you hold salt in your palm in a cup, that's about 2 tablespoons. And then if you pinch it with your thumb and your forefinger, that's about a quarter of a teaspoon.
Are you going to do that in your recipe book? In your cookbook?
I'm going to talk about what I just said.
Yeah? You are?
Actually, I read a thing this morning on the exact measurements using your hand. I was like, I've never seen that. I thought it was pretty awesome.
Wait, someone broke it down that way?
Yes.
Oh, my God. You know, if you're ever interested, Rubin, my mom was a terrible cook. Her favorite recipe, we had 8 kids in the family, was Cheerios. So that tells you a lot about how my mom used to cook. You are listening to NH Unscripted. Yeah, we're talking about cooking. We are coming to you from the Hollywood squares like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. I love me sitting in the center square. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your transistor radios, 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Rubin and I are chatting all about cooking and barbecue and sauce. We'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. I hope you're as happy as I am right now. I love talking food. Yes, I do, except my mom's cooking. We won't go there right now, but anyway. We are coming to you from the spa-like conditions of the WKXL studios in Concord. I like me a nice back rub. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your transistor radios, in case you didn't know. All the poor kids get the 8 transistors. Ha! We got the 16. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. And Rubin and I are talking about cooking. Not just cooking, but Rubin's hot sauce and all of his other sauces. Dude, your marinara sauce, I hope, is it going to be predominant in your cookbook? Because it is. It rocks.
Yes. Many of my recipes use that.
Yeah? So...
and that's the idea behind using the sauces, too, to save time. I mean, it takes a while to make a marinara sauce.
I know.
So you save 45 minutes to an hour by just using the sauce, which everyone that tries it, they're like, this is not a bottled sauce. This just came out of your kitchen, didn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's bottled and produced in a certified kitchen, but we make 45 gallons at a time.
Is that a recipe that you thought up, or your mom, or both? This combination?
When it comes to Italian food, I take almost no credit.
Yeah.
Everything passed down from my grandmother to my mother, Sicilian recipes.
They knew how to do it.
Yes. And that's another thing. A lot of these recipes that are going to be on the cookbook and I'm going to show on the cooking show, like I was saying earlier, there are maybe 6 to 8 ingredients.
What?
Yes. Very simple. Very simple. Lots of herbs.
I'm shocked.
I don't use flavorings other than herbs.
Is that because it's all in the sauces then?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's a good point. But speaking of the cooking show, if you were going to ask me how did this all start, I'd have to throw the ball back to you because you're the one that, Ray, brought this whole concept to me. So maybe you could spend a minute or two or whatever amount of time to tell us how this all came to me.
So I thought that this would be a great idea to have a cooking show to highlight a lot of what you do. And I thought, well, I know folks over at Concord TV, CTV here in Concord, and I went over and asked them, and they jumped on it. They were so happy. They said, We haven't had a cooking show in years, and they couldn't even remember the last time they had something. And at first, I had queried them about, can we do it in the studio, and then there were all these legal issues, maybe we'll burn it down, liability things. And so my son, who is a chef over at 90 Low here in Eagle Square, they go dark on Tuesdays. And I said, oh, man, I'm beginning to see something happening here. So you and I talked about this. And you're like, yes, I would love to do a cooking show. You had already kind of tickled my fancy about that. Now, Concord TV was all set to do it. So I approached my son. I said, you're dark on Tuesdays. What do you want to do? He said, bring it on over, babe. Well, this would be a great place to do it. And you had brought up that it's win-win-win, right? So they get some advertisement out of it. You get to do some cooking show, and advertisement. Concord TV gets to run it on their station. How do you lose there? So we're going to have a meeting. You and I and my son and Concord TV. We're going to have a production meeting. Talk a little bit about what that would entail for you when you say production meeting. What's that mean to you?
I do have a little bit of background with television. When I was living in Manhattan, I handled the catering, and I also was fundraiser for a small independent film company. Actually funded quite a few of their projects, and I just had so much fun running around with them. And on the set, I would cater their events. And, of course, they paid me for it, but I think I did it more for the learning experience. It was really exciting to be involved in TV.
Yeah, I'll bet.
So, anyways, make a long story short,
yes.
To make a long story short, I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
That's all right. So, with the production meeting
I was just giving a history, how it all started. So that's a little bit of my background, and I got to be involved in it, so I know a little bit about it. So in the production meeting, which I've had some production meetings that I was a part of, my goal is to sit down with CTV and to get a feel for what they're looking for. I mean, it's wide open what you can do, I think, with a cooking show. Of course, I have a treatment, and I'm going to bring the treatment. And I don't know if they've seen the treatment or not, but we're going to go over the treatment. We're going to go over so far I have 5 episodes that I've sketched out what we're going to do in each one. So we're going to find out, what do you suggest? Do you suggest we do more than 5 episodes as a starting point? What do you think? Do you think we should have audience participation? A lot of these, the diners show, the diner guy,
yep,
with the blonde hair, I forget his name. Anyways, he always,
Fiore, is that guy Fiore?
Yeah, Fiore. He's also on the cruise ships now.
He is?
Yes, his smash burgers are a smashing success.
Dude, he has really expanded.
Yes. Anyways, so what he does is he'll go in the kitchen, he'll watch the chef, he'll work with the chef, he'll throw in his comments, he'll taste the food, then he'll go out into the audience and have them, he's filming them while they're tasting the food and getting feedback from them, and it's just a really interesting show. So I'm wondering if we could do something like that, even if it's just 1 or 2 of the episodes.
Yeah.
Definitely on my Italian day.
The restaurant over there at 90 Low, you have not been in there yet, is that correct?
I have not.
So that'll be interesting to see what do you require? So you're going to show up, give the audience an idea of kind of basically the behind the scenes things here about when you go to a place like 90 Low. What do you are you going to use their stuff? Do you bring in your stuff? What kind of happens there?
There's a movie, and I tell you, you get older, you start your short-term memory.
Oh, we going down that road?
But there's a movie where a chef brings his knives with him everywhere he goes. I'm trying to remember the name of that movie, but anyways, you in the audience, a lot of people will probably know what I'm talking about. Anyways, what's his name? He was in The Star Is Born with
Chris Christopherson?
No, he was the second one made.
Oh, yes. Go ahead. He also did Limitless. The pill.
Bradley Cooper.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I love Andrew.
See, when you have
I know
more people around. If I had my phone out, I would have Googled it. Anyways, so Bradley Cooper goes around from place to place with his knives. That's what I bring. I have my Cutco knives. I've got a whole set at home. I've got 2 travel sets. My ski house.
Wait, you have Cutco?
I do.
Dude, I have Cutco from the 70s.
It's the bomb.
That's the stuff with the bowling ball handles for people who don't know.
I've got the pearl stone handles. Oh, yeah, they're nice,
dude. So good. I interrupted, but Cutco,
the thing about Cutco is you can basically sharpen them and they'll stay sharp for like a year.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I bring my my Cutco knives, and what I look for, and I don't know anything about his kitchen, but I really appreciate a gas stove. Electric is not my favorite. I can cook on electric, but I prefer gas.
It is gas.
Great. Look at that. See, I'm finding stuff out.
Things come to happen.
I've got gas at my home, and I've got a pretty good kitchen. It's not an executive kitchen, but it's close to it. And then I look for all the pots and pans that I would need. Keep in mind, this is going to be a time delay kind of show. We're not gonna spend an hour me cooking 3 dishes. I'm going to have a lot of stuff that's already cooked, so that all the cooking shows do that. You show the prep work, you show a little bit of what's involved in assembling it and cooking it, and then you show the finished product.
Yeah.
And I could do that with that formula. I could do about 3 recipes in an episode.
And how many do you have available to you, recipes?
Right now I have about, I probably have about 100 recipes.
You do?
But I'm going to use about 24 in the show. That's it. Maybe only a dozen.
Yeah.
It depends on how many episodes we do.
Yep.
If we do 12 episodes, then I'll have 24 to 30 recipes.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to start with 12 episodes.
So oh man, wow, that went fast. Hang on, Rubin. Hang on. We're like slamming into the last segment here. You are listening to NH Unscripted. We are coming to you from deep within the bunkers of the WKXL studios in Concord. Underground, baby, that's us. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkmans, 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. Love you folks down there. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Rubin and I are talking all things cooking and Rubin hot sauce, kinda-ish. We'll work it in there. We'll be right back. Back to NH Unscripted. We are your friendly stranger in the black sedan. Ooh, yeah. I am your host, happy to be out of bed, Ray Dudley. Got my bunny slippers on, 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkmans in Concord, 101.9 FM for the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful souls in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Where should you happen to need a friend at 2 or 3 in the morning while you're having your warm milk and cookies, head on out there, NHTalkRadio.com. You can find the archives of this wonderful, wonderful, what should be award-winning show, plus all the other programs that take place here at the studio. This show happens to come to you every Wednesday and Friday mornings at 9 a.m. with a replay, a re-airing Wednesday and Friday nights at 8 p.m. Yeah, we are happy to do that. Rubin and I are talking all things Rubin's Gourmet Hot Sauce. So I wanted to ask you about, well, since we're talking about your show, your cooking show, do you even care to keep it, how do I put it, individualized, like, or is it just, you're just happy to do it and you'll kind of, it doesn't have to be like, have some kind of a kit, a catch or, some kind of a kooky little thing that hooks people in. Are you just happy to do something? Where are you on that spectrum?
Someone once said, if you love what you do, it's not work.
Amen to that.
So I love what I do. I really do. I love doing the events. I love cooking.
I know you're busy. You do. I can't believe you do all your own events.
I'm going to be at the Sandwich Fair this coming weekend.
Man, oh man.
I love catering. I love cooking. I have a ski house in Killington. I'm one of the chefs there. We have 30 people in the house, so it was always a lot of people to feed.
Wow.
Anyways, very a friend of mine who's O'Brien Murray. He's in the political arena. He helps run campaigns for governors and senators, etc., in New York area. Anyways, he listened to the first radio show. He says, "Rubin, I have one bit of advice: be yourself. And if you do this show coming up," he says, "make sure you have some kind of a hook." And I go, "What do you mean by a hook?" He goes, Merrill, he's got bang.
Yeah.
Something like that. Just have some real big enthusiasm. And I'm like, well, I believe I am enthusiastic. He goes, you can't be enthusiastic enough. So as far as why do I do this, I love it. And yes, would I like it to contribute to the growth of my company? Of course. Will it give me additional prowess in the networking arena? I would hope so. I think it will. And when I was at the Big E, a woman came up to me. She goes, "Rubin, remember me?" Everyone. I mean, you meet 1,000 people a year. After 5 years, I've met 5,000 people, maybe more. I really didn't remember her. She goes, I want all of your sauces. Make me a big bag. I'm going to buy them all. So she bought all the sauces.
She bought every one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put together and I go, so she goes, so what's new? I said, well, a buddy of mine, Ray, I did a radio show with him, and he introduced me to CTV, and looks like we're going to be doing a cooking show. She goes, oh, really? She goes, you know what I do? I go, I don't know. If you told me, I'm sorry, I don't remember. She goes, I'm one of the main techs at NBC. I said, really? She goes, now, I'm not a showrunner, but I have a lot to do with what goes on, what comes by, and what can be put on different shows. She goes, I think I can get your show, when it's done, on NBC, on the cooking channel.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So I said, okay, that's great. So that's what I mean by networking. You never know. When you're out there and you're meeting hundreds and hundreds of people, you never know who you're talking to, and you never know if they love your product, then they're naturally going to be gravitated to helping you.
NBC.
Yes.
Son of a gun. I hope you remember us little people, Rubin, when you're hitting the big times like that. So when you have you thought about a hook then for the show, since your friend told you that you probably should? I mean, you don't want something that's hokey, right? You want to be you.
I have a feeling you have an idea. I want to hear them.
I don't right now. I don't,
Okay.
but I will.
Well, then I would plead to the audience to share your ideas. If you have an idea for Rubin's Gourmet Cooking Show, let us know.
And while we're talking about that, give us your URL and where people can find your stuff.
My website is Rubin's Hot Sauce, RUBINS, hotsauce.com. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. If you like me, you will get an announcement. We're going to put the pilot on there.
Yeah.
Yes, just the pilot. After that, they're going to have to go to the TV station to watch the rest, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would hope so, too. So are you going to try to work your cookbook and your show? Are they going to be synergistic as you go? Are you going to be going through your cookbook, or just highlight things from your cookbook? What do you plan on doing there?
Well, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because I forgot to mention that I'm trying to parallel the cookbook with the cooking show, so that maybe the first and second chapter of the cookbook will parallel with the first and second episode of the TV show.
Nice.
So I'm trying to arrange that. I want them to both come out at the same time. I mean, I'm not going to a publisher. I'm going to self-publish the cookbook.
Got you.
Down the road, maybe I will. We'll see. If I get a big response, then we'll look at that. But I'm not really doing it to make money per se, though I'll probably sell it on my website. And instead of giving out recipes, they can buy the cookbook for a nominal fee. Be $5, $10, nothing big. It's just going to be spiral bound. I've already talked to Staples. They'll put it together for like almost nothing. I just have to finish it and get it into book form.
Have you ever written a book before?
No.
Okay.
But I mean, when I was in college,
you read a few.
I read well, I had to do a lot of book reports per se that were pretty lengthy. So in a way I have, but I've always been a writer and a reader, prolific reader. So it's always come natural to me.
Yeah. Are you planning on having like images in the book itself, like maybe of your mom or some of the finished meals?
I do.
Kind of stuff? You are.
And I haven't gotten to that part of what am I going to do yet, but I'm glad you brought that up because definitely a picture of my mother.
Yeah, good for you.
I've got some great pictures of her. And then some of the finished products, like, for instance, when I lay out the bourbon-infused steak tips, I'll have a nice picture of that.
I just drooled on myself.
And ribs off the grill with Rubin spicy barbecue.
He's killing me. He's killing me here. He's killing me.
And I have a great wings recipe that I think is, bar none, there's none better.
All right, you went there. Your wings, do you bake them? Do you smoke them? Where do you go with those?
So on a lot of my recipes, wings. I give options.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't have smokers.
Yeah,
okay. So how do you cook, say, a rack of ribs if you don't have a smoker?
Yeah.
So I show you how to do it in the oven and how to keep it moist. And then how to finish it. If you don't have a grill, you can finish it in the oven. If you have a grill, you can finish it on the grill. I don't recommend cooking ribs on the grill for too long because it's hard to monitor the temperature on a grill, propane or charcoal.
Yeah.
Unless you have one of those smokers, then you can monitor the temperature, keep it at around 2 1/4, which is where you want to cook it at.
Mm-hmm. Do you have many? Are you going to have desserts in there? Are you a dessert guy?
I am not.
Besides ice cream with your stuff on it.
I think I will have. I think I will have a Rubin's peach maple ice cream sundae.
Yeah, dude, you need to do that.
I'm putting that in there.
You got to do that. You got to do that. It's famous on Facebook now. How can you not put that in?
And a picture of it too.
Yeah. A
couple of flames coming off the ice cream.
Dude, that's brilliant marketing right there. That's brilliant. So you don't do any dessert stuff, which makes sense. I mean, it's obviously
I do desserts.
You do?
Yeah, I'm just not going to put them in the book.
Oh.
Yeah, because the whole concept of the book is time sensitive and gourmet meals.
Yep.
And I'm trying to focus on healthy produce, healthy meats.
Yeah. My goodness, that hour went fast. Rubin, your website one more time, sir?
RubinsHotSauce.com, RUBINS.
Yeah.
Hotsauce.com.
Yeah, thank you, Rubin. You have been listening to NH Unscripted. Yeah, I know you feel lucky today. I know you do. We're coming to you from the not-so-overly ostentatious digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. Little nod there to Noam Nathan. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your transistor radios, 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Andrew, thank you, sir. Rubin, thank you, sir. It's been a great program. Folks, go out to his website, and soon, you'll be seeing him on TV. Yeah, he's got a handsome face. Well, see you next time.